think that you have the level of interest and intrigue to be a streamer like I Show Speed and Dean the Great and them man there? Do you think that you could act up?
I don't think it's a difficult one because I don't think we would need to act up. I think my circle of friends, if they did join me on my stream,
Okay.
would be entertaining enough. Like, if I had a cameraman that rolled with just me, Specs, and PK, for example, yeah, come on, man. Like, maybe I might not be as lax as I am because a lot of the things that I do, I can just be behind the scenes and pop out when I want. It's not really that deep. In regards to streaming, I would be taking people into. I think for me, the streaming would be taking people to places that you couldn't get into just on a whim, or showing you things. I think that's what the selling point for me would be. The USP would be just showing you things that I get up to that I don't really post on. I don't post on the gram all the time. So what did I get up to this day? Watch the stream and you'll see. And it is interesting stuff that I get up to. Do you know what I mean? So I think that element would be my USP. Whereas there's some people they don't have that. They're just in their yard and maybe reviewing Drake's music. But then I look at it like, respectfully, why do I care about your opinion? I just want to listen to the music in my car. But someone out there might care about my opinion. So that's why I wouldn't knock someone else's hustle. But for me, I just wouldn't subscribe to it. It's not for me. Do you know what I mean? But right now, Dean the Great and Agent Broner, they make me laugh. They make me laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like football, for example. I only watch Filthy, From My Left, SDS, and what's the other one? The Overlap, for example. That's it. I don't need to consume any other football content. I'm good with the ones that I watch. I might randomly land on a few others, but for the most part, those are the four that I go to. And then for me, I think that's enough. Whereas some people might say, nah, that's not what I watch. I watch this. And yeah, good for you. I mean, the internet's a big place, but I think a lot of it is just clickbait. And you've seen football takes, and you're just like, what are you talking about? Sturridge is better than Henry. Clipped. Now he's got 1 million views on X. You know what I mean? The person who said it doesn't believe it. He just said it.
Do you think that Margs believes everything he says?
Margs?
Yep, because he just told me something just now.
I don't. I've told you that before.
All right, so he's one of the people you're talking about.
I think Margs is polarizing, yeah.
But don't you think he believes everything he says, though?
Yeah, but Margs also gives himself the freedom to change his opinion next week. He can say something today and change it tomorrow. So whether it's documented or not, I don't think Margs cares enough that it's documented. Like, I can't hold Margs to something he said 2 weeks ago if he's changed his mind today.
And that's why it is that you shouldn't get invested in a back and forth with him at any point in time.
Yeah.
Because more fool you next week.
But I don't think a lot of people know that. That's the problem. So even online, for example, you've known me for how long? Have you ever seen a piece of content I'm going back and forth with someone online?
No.
That doesn't interest me. If you have your opinion, I have mine. We don't have to fight. You stand there, I stand here. It's cool. If you don't like me for my opinion, that is totally fine as well. It's what it is.
Fair.
And Marks is the same. Lippy's like that as well. No, Lippy's like... You see, sometimes I see Lippy's tweets, yeah? I'm like, he don't believe this. But he gets paid. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just like, all right, cool, Lippy, go do your thing, man, my brother. Get paid. I hear it.
Conversation that he had on last week, Saturday, when we were reviewing the Drake album. And he both-faced just said, look, there's bad stuff from my ex. Yeah. I don't believe none of it. But it's money.
Exactly. But the thing is, yeah, me saying this now, people are, why are you saying that about Lippy? I'm like, Lippy is a real guy. I know Lippy. We're brethrens. I can say that and not feel, I don't have any disdain towards him doing that. I'm aware. More fool me for seeing a tweet and getting mad is how I'm looking at it. Do you know what I'm saying?
He said there was this woman who approached him, an artist, and she was like, thanks for showing me like bare love over the years. And he's like, all right. He's like, all right. And then wait to find out he'd been paid to just retweet stuff.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's a dark game online, man. This is why I don't repost no one's flyers and stuff like that anymore. I'm just like, the algorithm's even letting me know we know this was paid, so we're not gonna push this. It's not worth it, man. And the thing about people sticking to what you're saying. Look at that. Marv just messaged, sorry, he didn't set up the YouTube live. Can you do it, Brent? He says we're live already, you know.
Mad thing.
But yeah, you're right, Brent. I do agree with what you're saying in regards to like your attitude towards people online and however you want to label them. But I honestly believe there are people who don't understand that some people are playing a game online. I genuinely believe people don't think this is not serious for some. The internet is a personality. In real life, some people are not like that. And I've been able to witness people online and people in real life. And there's some people that I'm like, this energy online is not even you. But I'm not going to hold it against them. I mean, you do you. I'm just not subscribing to it, like I said. I'm not getting my head. Tolly says it best. Let's stop taking Panadol for other people's headaches. Or paracetamol, depending on which one you like. I'll big up you lot in the chat, though. You lot saying you missed me. Big up you lot, man. Miraculous Miri, Buck123. Hop onto me. Just Sweetness. Davina from Brum. $20 gold piece. Big up you lot. A lot of people have said I'm losing weight. Well, Brent, do I look skinny?
Not skinny. But you look lean, that's good. That means you're doing well in the gym. You're losing the fat and that.
Is it? Because, like, my man, Mother's Milk on The Boys. He lost weight and everyone thinks he's ill. But you just said, I just changed my diet. Like, do I look ill or do I look, like, healthy? Like, which one is it? Because someone said that to me yesterday in Manchester as well. Like, why you lost weight? I'm like, I have been wearing bigger clothes. My T-shirts are XL. But I do that on purpose. I want them oversized.
Yeah.
And I'm not on the tight thing, man. It's too hot outside. It was like 35 degrees yesterday.
Fair.
We got Mr. Ashlow as well. But yeah, if you just jumped into live, I'm just going through a list of things that I've taken note. Hold on, someone said, wait. Your arms look smaller, can't lie. I did say that to myself when I first locked in. Ross clicked. What are you saying? I'm not eating as much. Huh? Mad. No, but I have been more conscious in the gym. I haven't been training as much as I used to. Like, I've been training in the gym for longer. About 12, 13 years. And the whole lifting, doing chest days, leg days, shoulders, is boring me now. So I've been into doing more mobility stuff, hips. When I do my shoulders and chest and back and all that, I haven't been giving it my 100%. So maybe that's why. My eating has kind of dipped. I don't eat as much. I feel like I was overeating before. Giving me that bulky look. I don't want that look anymore. It's dead. I feel too stiff. It's whatever. So because I'm feeling a bit more like agile, I guess my muscles are not filling out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I have been making a conscious effort to lose weight. So maybe that's what it is. My diet's changed. I'm juicing more. I don't really eat chicken no more. I opt for like fish, lamb, beef.
Why have you dropped the chicken?
I feel like the chicken that we get in this country is not. It's pumped, man. Do you know what I mean? That's not really feeling it. And then I've been drinking tea more often. I have like 3 teas a day, but like serious herbal teas. Like I'm looking at the tea, loose leaf teas, by the way. I'm looking at some of these leaves or whatever, or these concoctions. Yeah, they're looking like I went in the garden and just picked up strawberry. Them type of tea. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of that, flushing out the system, whatever. So yeah, I guess maybe it is having an impact on my body. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, see? I swear you said you toned down your sessions, though. Do that again, I'm trying to see. Hey, someone is cooking chicken nearby and it smells like death. See, listen, I'm telling you, the chicken that they're giving us in this country, America's already come out and said, yo, everything you're eating is artificial. So you can't sue us. America's already said that. So all that GMO that's happening in America, they know, they're aware. We haven't done that here. But I'm telling you, some of the meat that we're eating over here, hey, listen, it's a bit suspect still. So I've kind of just decided to change my diet a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if it's working, it's working. Me, I'm not complaining. I have no business being 105 kilos anyway.
You ever killed anything and eaten it?
No.
Would you?
If I had to.
Serious?
I don't think I could though. I don't think I could. Like there was a cockroach in our apartment in Marbs, yeah. And I couldn't bring No, I didn't want to kill it because I know once you kill a cockroach it lays eggs. And it was in my bathroom. So I didn't want to trouble it. So I did something stupid. I got my castor oil and it stopped somewhere. So I just put a ring around I just put a ring of castor oil around the cockroach. It didn't move for the whole 6 days. I just left it there. So I'm not troubling you as long as you don't trouble me. Whoever uses the AP next, they can go clean it up. But yeah, so I don't think I could kill it. I don't think I could kill it animal now.
Okay, it wasn't a flying cockroach.
No, it was, but for some reason, it landed on his back and it just couldn't turn around. It wasn't dead. It wasn't dead. It was just on his back. Because I sprayed it a bit and it was moving. I was like, okay, cool, it's still alive, but I don't want to touch it. I don't want to move wherever. Just put a ring of castor oil. So yeah, you stay there for the rest of the trip, bro.
Are you squeamish? Can you pick it up and then dash it out, or like a spider and dash it out?
Yeah, spider's calm. I can grab
It's not cockroaches.
What? Nah. I think my fear from cockroaches is when I went to Nigeria. I was in the shower. Just doing my thing, whatever. I looked to the bottom of the shower and there was a cockroach. Oh my God. Oh, the
Set these
fear.
up next door.
Who? Oh. The fear that hit me, yeah. Yeah, castor oil ring of death, yeah. Basically. That's basically what it was. And it didn't move. It was chilling there. It knew what time it was. By the way, because it's just me and Brent in the studio, those that are locked in the live, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, you can see it as a Q&A today. You don't have me for the next 45 minutes. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, type it in the chat and I will get to answering them. I saw something on Twitter earlier and I said I was going to talk about it. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on this because I don't know if it's just me, yeah, but this AI bubble, yeah, is scaring me. It's literally scaring me. Like the way they're allegedly advancing, it doesn't make sense. Like Apple just announced, yeah, that the next AirPods are going to have cameras built into them, but not for photography. These cameras are designed to feed visual information directly to Siri by turning on your earbuds into an eyes-on AI assistant that understands what's in front of you. So you're wearing AirPods, but this AirPod has cameras that can see what's in front of you. Point them at your fridge and ask it what to cook. Walk into a room and ask it what you're looking at. Siri sees what you see. A privacy LED will light up whenever visual data is being transmitted, so there's always a visible signal when the cameras are active. Enhanced Siri arrives in September. Production is on the way. What is going on? Like, this is too much, man. AirPods. Nah. I'm already not even keen on the Meta glasses because I've seen pieces of content online and it feels as if the person who is being filmed sometimes doesn't know they're being filmed, and I don't like that. I would hate to be talking to someone thinking this is a private convo, but then I go online and the whole conversation's online. Now they're putting cameras in earpods. And how is this healthy for the brain? Your brain's just getting fried. Brain's just getting fried, you know. Anyway, what's your lot's thoughts on that one? How was Marbella? Marbella was good. I discussed the whole R&B in Marbella on the episode that's gonna drop before the live on Friday. So if you are interested in anything R&B related, listen to the first episode that drops on Friday. But what I will say is, me and Chucky are celebrating our 4th anniversary R&B and slow jams. We did 2 so far. The one in Marbella wasn't part of the celebration, but it's the same month, innit? So did Marbella Saturday just gone, and then we just got back from Manchester yesterday. Had the first leg of our anniversary tour then, and then this weekend, Saturday, we're in Hainault, Forest Park playing fields. Sunday, we're in Birmingham. For those on Saturday, if you are an Arsenal fan, we are showing the Arsenal PSG game. The Champions League final will be shown at R&B and Slow Jams. I'm not supposed to say it, but because you lot are my peoples, I'm letting you know. So if you're interested in building up a vibe with us, R&B, but also watching the game, you will be able to do so this Saturday. Tickets are slow-jams.co.uk. Come vibe with us. Next question. When is the Malta itinerary out? I need to plan my outfits. The itinerary should be out closer to the time. I can give you a quick rundown of what's going on. It's going to be, Thursday till Sunday. I'll say Thursday is a pre-party, daytime. Friday, daytime. Saturday, daytime and nighttime. Sunday, daytime. When I say daytime, it usually ends about 11. Nighttime will go from about 11 till like 4, 5 in the morning. So in regards to outfits, just consider what you would wear 30 degrees weather in the Mediterranean. That's how you gotta look at it. Bikinis, slides, sandals, get your toes done. What's it called? Sarongs, man them with the 2 pieces. Start shopping from now and just put it down, man. Malta's a very, very, very calm trip. But like we're not. When I think about the previous R&Bs that we've done in Malta, it's not really like them type of trips where you got to bring designer and all that stuff. Nah, just a big vibe. The community is just people that like R&B and slow jams. Love R&B and slow jams, should I say. And it's a good vibe, man. It's a good vibe. As long as you look good, you feel good, smell good, it's all good, man. But yeah, I'd say June, July itinerary should be on the website. Reese Jones 5006 says, thoughts on the Big Tobes situation. I don't want to speak on Big Tobes situation because I don't know what happened. I'm hearing it was obviously what he's been arrested for in regards to trying to smuggle drugs into the Middle East, which is insane. But let's be real. It gets over there somehow. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, he's probably got himself in a situation. I don't know. If he was to speculate, maybe he needed money. Maybe he owes someone. I don't know. I'm just going off watching so many TV shows, watching so many movies, documentaries, where all of these things happen. Hold on, Gabriel's phoning me. 1 sec. Yo, I'm on the pod, you know. I'm recording 3 shots. What was you gonna say anyway? Alright, cool. I'll phone you after. Alright, we got Rob. But yeah, so with that Big Tobe situation, I don't know. I mean, I guess more details will come out, but for the sake of you lot asking me on the live, it's unfortunate, obviously, just to see anyone get themselves involved in that situation because it's deep. The sentences you get for doing stuff like that is dark. I remember a couple years ago, one guy got caught with CBD oil. I think they gave him like 20 years. And that was like a couple bottles of CBD oil. So to get caught with 17 kilos of weed, oh my God. I can only think what's going on with him, what's going through his head, his friends, his family. So obviously, love and guidance to Big Tobes. Hopefully he happens to pattern the situation, whether he's innocent, whether he's guilty. I don't know. I can't speak on that, but I guess more will come out as time passes. Hop on to me says, what's your thoughts on the Drake album? So, I've listened to the Drake album, yeah, and I'll be honest, I enjoyed it. And obviously, you gotta add context. This isn't just like a random album drop. To me, it's a response to multiple things. So, if you've been living under a rock, I'll give you context. Kendrick got themselves into a little beef, back and forth with tracks. I remember one of the tracks that Drake dropped, I was actually in a hotel in Copenhagen. I was supposed to be leaving to head to R&B in Copenhagen, and I made the Uber wait an extra 15 minutes because I kept playing push-ups on repeat. It's like it dropped as I was getting ready to go R&B. Chucky's outside and saying, Tazer, what on? I said, brother, Drake just dropped, you know. He's like, I know, but I ain't even listening to it yet. I'm in R&B mode. I'm going to listen to it when I get back. I said, what? I've already been playing it, bro. Hard. I liked push-ups. So the back and forth was entertaining, especially me that likes hip-hop and raps. Do you know what I mean? But I think the beef has gotten wider. It's a different type of beef now. Drake is actually beefing his label. So now the narrative seems to be that the issue is he believes the label used the Drake-Kendrick beef to lower his value, essentially. So if you think about like a film, imagine you have a problem with the other side, and then you send an assassin to go and handle the job. So Drake essentially was the assassin that they sent to kind of do the dirty work. But Drake's obviously not happy with that, hence why he's taking them to court. And then him dropping the 3 albums is a way of him getting out of his deal. Whether they're going to allow him, I wouldn't say allow him, because at the end of the day, if he's fulfilled his end of the deal, essentially, then it's not about allowing. I've done the job. But I've heard stories of previous artists trying to submit multiple albums at the same time, and then the label saying, no, this doesn't qualify. So again, this is one of the situations where we kind of got to wait and see how this plays out. But if it does play out in Drake's favor, I think he's done an amazing move. And how he should capitalize on this would be by dropping another album where he's independent, and then he can do whatever he wants. Apparently, there's a deal on the table where someone's willing to offer him, I think, 2 billion, which is insane. But I don't think it's that mad, considering he already had a 400 million pound deal that he's fulfilled, which is insane. He's recouped, apparently, which is mad. But yeah, the album, in my opinion, I right now as it stands, I'm gonna give it a few more listens. But Iceman is all I've really been playing. I like Amazing Grace with Popcorn. But the Make Them, I think it's Make Them Pay, Make Them Remember, Make Them Know. Those series, quality. The rapping, yeah, good old Drake. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Drake album for now. Just XX says, Tazer, have you watched The Crash on Netflix? No, I haven't. Is it something I should watch? Let me know. Press 4 in the chat so I can see. Big Steve 1 says, do you think if Arsenal won the league this Saturday along with winning the league with the parade, would the parade get locked off due to crowd control? Ooh, that is a good question. I think there will be contingencies in place. If Arsenal win the Champions League, they're definitely going to beef up on security, which is something that Arsenal will pay for. So there will definitely be more police presence during the parade. We were in Manny for the Manchester City parade. I didn't see the parade itself. I just saw the buses driving by. But I don't think it's nowhere near going to be as hectic as the Arsenal one if they win the Champions League. So what happened last week where you lot won the league because City didn't do what they needed to do, so you've won the league early, basically. What happened that other day? It seemed okay. I didn't hear any incidences that happened. I seen a couple drone shots. It looked amazing. I can't lie to you. As an Arsenal fan right now, the next 3 months for you guys, amazing. And bear in mind, I'm not an Arsenal hater. If you lot listen to the pod, I love football. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't hate Arsenal. It's the fans. Some of them just make some wild takes. But you've won the league and you won it very well. So you're going to go out and celebrate. I don't think opposing fans should be there, me personally. Tottenham fans, West Ham fans, United fans, all these other fans that want to go join thinking it's a vibe, I think is an idiot thing. Leave the parade to Arsenal fans. They should have the freedom to celebrate with their people. That is their win. Let them have it. Like, why are other people trying to go there because they think it's going to be a motive? I think that is dead. But we'll see in it. We shall see. Next question. AI is being DJ Poise. Is that poison from my school? Let me know, please. It's been a long time, boy. Anyway, AI is being used in the war right now. A majority of the companies laid off thousands. Don't even get started on these data centers polluting the pipes. Listen, I've been seeing videos of this AI stuff, yeah. Apparently, let me know if this is true, yeah. Apparently, is it Microsoft? Have fired engineers who were using AI to complete their jobs because the speculation of what they believe AI should be doing. No, the money invested in building these data centers and advancing in AI, the prediction, they don't have the money. They're saying, oh, we're going to need an extra 100 mil. From where? So you lot can make AirPods with cameras inside that can tell me what's in my fridge. This isn't where I thought AI was going. So yeah, this AI bubble, I feel, people are speculating, thinking it's going to burst. It's dark. It's going to be very dark. Those of you who have become heavily reliant on AI, I think moving forward, you kind of got to wake up and smell the coffee. Get back to using pen and paper and all of that stuff, you know what I mean? Because I just have this feeling that one day we're going to wake up and then you're not going to be able to connect to your Wi-Fi. The connection you think you have right now, which gives you convenience where you can play. Because remember, I grew up in an era where when I'm using the internet, if someone rang the house phone, the internet's locked off. Whereas now, you could be on your phone, you can watch YouTube, you can be watching Amazon Prime, you can order Deliveroo, all on the same device, and everything is fine. I just think there's going to be a time where everything's going to be, you know, when the bandwidth is too much and everything just locks off. Listen, let me not speculate. Like I said, I watch too many TV shows. It's scary, man. Very, very scary. Next question. Where is Marv? Marv is currently in LA, if I'm correct. He's enjoying some time off. He was in ATL before, and he's in LA for like another week or so. Beckham Benzit says, Tazer, thoughts on Arsenal? I've shared that already. Colax261, what is Fig? I've been listening for 10 years and I'm approaching my 30s, so I might need it soon from the context of the way you guys describe it. Hey, do you know what, yeah? I'll be honest with you. Shout out Keith. The only way you lot are going to know the definition of Fig is if Keith tells you. That is one thing I will leave Keith to let you lot know. I cannot share. It's a pact amongst the man them. You know what I mean? That is a free shots, legendary moments. And I'll have to let Keith tell you that. I wouldn't want someone messaging Keith right now saying, oh, Taser, let everybody know what Fig meant. That's amongst the brotherhood. I'm going to let Keith let you lot know with that one. Apologies. Berjo says, what's your thoughts on the Boys series ending and the whole season? I enjoyed the Boys, man. I just think because of how everything's playing out in real life, watching The Boys feels a bit like one could argue that Homelander's Trump. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. It's very. I don't know, man. I don't know, but there's a saying: art imitates real life. So these lot clearly knew where society was heading, and they created content out of it. I'm not mad at it, but I do enjoy The Boys. I'm sad that they've ended Gen V. I actually wanted to see where that one would head to because the last episode where what's the main guy that was rotting in the bed and then he managed to heal himself and then he just came out the most powerful out of the rest of them. I was looking forward to see what his arc would be, but apparently they've stopped the production of Gen V, so yeah, sad about that one, but yeah, it is what it is. Sir D says, wait, is this just Tazer with the camera? Yeah, it is, man. How am I looking? Huh? The CMOS doing me right? Yeah? Yeah, just me today. Marv's not in, and I didn't manage to get a guest, so it's just me. Poison. Yeah, it's you. What, my guy? Poison, you know. Hey, you still DJing? Beckham Benzit, Tazer, could you go through how you became really good with talking conversationalist? I like having conversations. There's times where I'll ring Brent, I'll ring Marv, Chifa, Lance, Daps, my bro Aaron, Cyan, Tolly, and we'll just chat on the phone. We can just talk. And like with my friendships, we give each other the space to kind of just get our thoughts off and give a bit of pushback, contest one's thoughts, views. I'm not against someone giving me pushback and contesting what I'm saying, showing me a different perspective. And I think I just always had a thirst for learning new stuff and carrying a convo. I think it's just asking questions and showing interest. Like I can have a conversation with anyone as long as what we're talking about is interesting and there's no element of like one judging the other. We're just having a convo. Obviously, if you say something a bit outlandish, it's a bit like I might not be able to hide my face, whatever. But for the most part, it's just being open-minded and just asking questions, showing interest. There's times I've had conversations with. Don't get me wrong. There's been many episodes on Free Shots where me and Marv will be talking, and I guess we might drift off and we're using the phone or whatever. But I'm still listening. Whether he can multitask, I can't speak for him. But for me, that's not a distraction. But I do believe that if you are having a interesting conversation with someone, you should give them eye contact. Body language should be facing them, and then just be inquisitive, pay attention to what they're saying, and allow them the space to expand on what they're saying, which would lead into a deeper conversation. So yeah, that's the advice I would give. Poison, hope you're good. Hope you're good, my bro. It's been a minute. DJ TJ says, would Keith ever come back? I have no idea, I'll be honest with you. ATSSDD says, put your money in Applied Digital Corp, APDL. They are creating the storage for AI companies. I don't know if that is a good investment because, again, the issue that people are having with AI is that all of these data centers that are needed for AI to, I guess, expand and get better is costing the land. They need fresh water to keep these data centers cool, essentially, or running. The humming coming from these data centers are affecting those who live in the area. So now you just want to buy more land, remove people's livelihood. So why would I invest in that? It's a very difficult thing to think. Like, if you haven't seen a show called Paradise, go watch that. And I feel like that is what the future may look like. When I say future, I don't know if it's 5 minutes away, 5 years away, or 50 years away. But watch Paradise and you'll see it is scary where AI could go. Just ruining the land. And now you can't harvest crops, for example, all because companies want to make AirPods that's got cameras in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we got to look at, like, what do we want? It's a scary one. Someone said locked off, no spoilers. I didn't spoil anything. Beckham Benzit, Taser being self-employed, do you ever get self-doubts or put yourself in financial predicaments, and how do you mentally push yourself out of that? Good question. Yes, being self-employed is a risk every single day because you don't get paid frequently. You can put yourselves in position to get paid frequently, yeah, but if you're smart, it's not as much as you think it is, and then there's ways around it basically. But I think for me, I've been self-employed for like 12, 13 years now. And I saw a video earlier, Courtney Wayne, he's a comedian in America, and he's built a very, very sick platform for himself where apparently him and his company pump out like, I think he said something like 1,200 videos a month or something like that, skits, some crazy numbers, but he works in a way where like there's videos being posted every day. He's just consistent with what he's doing. He garners millions of video views on, I think, Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure if he's on TikTok, but yeah, he's built himself a nice little not nice little, sorry, be respectful. He's built himself a nice media what's the word I'm looking for, man? It's not platform. Whatever it is. He's got a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not company, but I'll go with company. So he's got a company where they just work on media. He brings different people, celebrities, actors, comedians, all that stuff, and then he pays them very well. So he's built himself a nice company where he is the guy who controls everything. But the amount of money that he's generating, you can tell he's in a position where it's the hard work and discipline. Like for someone to sit there and say that they upload close to thousands of videos on a monthly basis just to feed his community is insane. Like you don't know, I roll with my camera. I've got content for days, but the output is not where I want it to be because it's just me. Do you know what I mean? But one day I think I'm gonna expand. I want to lean on other camera guys, videographers, photographers, and build a team where everyone helps each other. I think I've got to the point where you can trust me to be like a B shooter, um, and trust the work I'm gonna get or deliver, should I say, to the client. So, but just finding a time because I'm still busy with what I do with R&B. So yeah, but it's consistency. You lot have seen me. I've barely missed an episode, and if I have missed an episode, it's because I'm working on something else. Do you know what I mean? So with Free Shots, we've given you content every Tuesday for the past 10 years. I don't even think we missed a date. Even during COVID, you lot was still getting content every Tuesday. There was 2 years of our podcasting career where we doubled up and gave you lot 2 episodes a week. So yeah, I think it's just consistency, being disciplined, and just having the drive to just set yourself a target and hit the target. And that's the type of person that I am. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm fortunate enough to be doing stuff that I love. I do find that a lot of people are in positions where they don't really like their job. They're doing it as a means to an end, which is understandable. But I think the best part is when you're able to find something that you're passionate about, doing that, and then that paying you. I think once you get to that position, yeah, golden. ATSSDD question: is Mo Salah the most underrated African by Africans? I mean, I haven't spoken to all Africans, but I would say, yeah, if you listen to the previous, again, the episode that we recorded before we went live, I spoke about the Premier League post where they addressed all of the records that was held by other players before Mo Salah came to the league. And then now that he's basically said that he's leaving Liverpool, I don't think he's going to another Premier League team. So he's leaving the Premier League. And all the records that he currently holds, it's a mad thing. So I'm not fussed about other Africans not rating Mo Salah. He is my GOAT. He come to the Premier League, and in the 8-9 years that he's been there, he's done a madness. Anyone who says otherwise is just a hater. Simple. Still DJ, never left it. Yeah, keep that up, my bro. Hopefully we link up soon. Would you ever want Drake on the pod? I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I think them man there are just, they don't sit with people who are going to give pushback or ask them certain questions. I think that's how you lot got to start looking at the content that you're looking at online. Would Free Shots have the space to be Free Shots with Drake on the sofa? I don't think so. I think there'll be a lot of red tape, a lot of things cut out. So would the end product be what we want it to be? I don't know. Because there are certain questions that I would want him to answer, but am I in a position where I can answer Drake a question and him answer it? I don't think so. I'm not his mate like that. So would the content be great? I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to Free Shots done a podcast with Drake, but would I be able to ask the questions I want to ask? I would rather watch a piece of content where Drake sits down with someone who is allowed to ask him those questions and him actually dig deep and answer those questions. I'd prefer that for the culture. I'm not just doing it for the sake of, Free Shots managed to sit down with Drake. That doesn't really, I'm not really fussed like that. But there are questions. I want to know how he feels, how he felt seeing all these rappers turn on him. Not just in the music as well. I listen to the music and you hear it. No, I want to hear him say it. Put the words together like you do with your bars. Tell us how you felt. Don't pretend you don't care. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to go link and have a gal and order a bottle of 1942 and just, drink it up. No. How did you really feel, bro? Seeing all these Rick Rosses and Navs and French Montanas jumping on the bandwagon. These times, you're beefing your label. These men just want to jump in on the hype, and then you're sitting at home thinking, hold on, I gave you a number one record. Like, how did that make you feel deep down? Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Big Taze, when you were 24, had a child on the way, no license, and you were locking in, how did you keep convincing yourself there's a way out and not moan and complain? Yo, these questions are deep. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I just cracked on, man. There was no special formula. I just cracked on. There's a means to an end. Listen, these bills come out every month. Every month, these bills come out. You have to find the P. There's times where I'm in the shop and I've got paid for something. I'm in the shop thinking, I like this. I can't buy it. Doesn't make sense to buy it. Sacrifice. There's times where I don't buy nothing. Like the bare minimum, like groceries, obviously, is to sustain, and you want to eat food. And like, I don't eat out as much as I used to anymore. Don't see the point. I don't order food, especially where I live now. Deliveroo is a myth. So I actually go to my local and buy food, put it in my fridge. I dedicate time to cooking, stuff like that. And I just think based on the current climate as well, there's not a lot of opportunities out there. Unemployment's mad high right now. Things are getting more expensive. So just spending money frivolously, it doesn't interest me no more. My group chat, we talk about design. Back in the day, we used to do design. I'll go Harrods and that. Today, vom. I'm not even interested. I don't care what the latest LV, Gucci, whatever it is. Like, everything has taken a hit. And I think, every now and then you should just like self-evaluate and figure out what it is that you like, what it is you don't like, and where you're spending your money. I think currently the way society is right now, I think this is a good time to kind of reflect and think about some of the things that you're probably doing and just think, nah, don't want to do this no more. Wean it out. Stuff like that. But yeah, in regards to being 24, knowing I had a baby on the way, self-employed, didn't have a job, and how I was going to make it, I don't know. There's times where I remember when Mia was like 5-6 months old and we're just sitting on the sofa together looking at each other like, I've got pictures. If I show you how I was living back then, you lot would laugh, but it's part of the story, man. Part of the story. Sorry, Simply Naomi corrected me. Country Wayne makes 1 billion views each month. Crazy. Tazer, Sweetness 3107. Tazer, would you do a 30 plus R&B slow jams event? We've done it. We did 2 last month, April, at there's a club called 77 in Central. We did 2 there. Both of them sold out quickly, actually. But now that time has passed, I can speak on it. Yeah, I think because of the demand of our events, yeah, I think when the tickets came out, all of the women went online and bought them because both events were pretty much across both events. I think they ranged from about 70 to maybe 85% women. Like, a lot of women were coming up to me and Chucky, yo, where's the men? Where's the men? And it's like, I didn't tell the men not to come. Do you know what I mean? But and you don't want to get yourself in a situation where back in the day you were able to like put tickets up and say male tickets, ladies tickets. I think you couldn't do that today. I think someone would be offended somewhere. So you just got to put tickets up and grab them. So I think moving forward, the content we got from that event would, in the near future, we might do another 30s plus. We probably want to do it in Birmingham and Manchester as well. And hopefully more men come out. But it was a good event. It was just very, very... there was a lot of women there. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that you kind of want a nice balance so everybody enjoys. I didn't say that as if I was complaining. I'm very analytical about the stuff that I do, so I can get better at doing it. Do you know what I mean? Podcast GOAT, would you ever become a rapper? We salute you, Taze, for all your drive and tenacity. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Would you ever become a rapper? Nah, it's too late, man. That ship has sailed, man. I was MCing when I was like 14. I think I stopped when I started going to uni. I just couldn't bother to write bars. Funny enough, in my mum's house, is it my mum's? Might even be in my house. There's a book, like a folder. It's like this big, yeah. All of my old lyrics. I think one day at a live show, if we get around to doing one, I might read out some of the lyrics that I wrote back in the day, or on the Patreon. Yeah, when we finally launch our Patreon, there might be a potential. If we hit 50 episodes on Patreon, the 50th episode will be me reading lyrics from my lyric book. When I was writing lyrics, and I was between the ages 14 and 18. Both rap and grime, by the way. Tammy, where's Marvin's in LA. Don't mind him. He's shaking yash in LA. Zara, do you ever think that you might not get married, and are you content if it weren't to happen? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'll be all right, man. The idea of getting married is not at the forefront. It's not one of the things that's on my to-do list. I'll be honest with you. If I do meet someone special and I want to go down that route, 100%, I wouldn't shy away from it. But it's not something that I'm losing sleep over. I'll be honest with you. Especially knowing that I have a 12-year-old as well. Like, I'm actually happy that I have a child. Like, I don't know how old people are in the chat, but I just feel like now that I'm 40s local, essentially, I'm 37, 40s around the corner, and I have a child, like I have a mini me. I look at her and just think, oh my God, I just want to guide you so you're like me, but experiencing life your way as well. I look at some of the ways that some of the traditions that my mum and dad used to have in the house, or the way they used to deal with us as kids, and I just look at what they did. And parenting is funny because you look at what your parents did to you, and then you kind of pick some of the good parts and you remove some of the bad parts, and then you apply it. But you're also dealing with someone who's totally different. I look at my daughter and I see me all the time. The way she thinks, the way she speaks, the way she processes stuff. But then I see parts of her mum as well, or parts of my mum, sorry. You know, like, it's all everyone's genes just mixed up into one, innit? So I'm content with that. It would be a nice feeling to have like a partner and then a child together. Do you know what I mean? Like, that idea does sound good. You see it on TV, but that wasn't my story growing up, so I don't think it's something that I'll lose sleep over. But yeah, I hope that answers the question. The live's growing. There's 168 of us in here right now. Big up everyone. If you just joined in, it's Free Shots live at 9. Your boy Tazer Black hosting right now is with Brent, but he's been distracted. Co-pilot has just jumped out the plane. Don't know where he is right now. Marv's not here. He's gallivanting in America, living life. Big up Marv. I did say congratulations to him and Brent as Arsenal fans. Congratulations to anyone who's watching right now as an Arsenal fan. You lot are Premier League champions, and you lot did a great job at doing so. Hopefully your title defence next season isn't as bad as Liverpool's. But yeah, next question. You see, with AI as a 3D visualizer, we use it now prominently in our workflow. I've been using C Dance as well. Very scary how you can generate basically anything. Yeah, that is scary, but at the same time, like the personal touch of an artist, the personal touch of a creative, I think it gets lost using AI. Like again, like I said, I'm old school. I come from the era of where we had to burn music to a CD disc. I don't think people seem to understand. Spotify allows you to go on people's albums and just add. You click two tabs, you've created a whole new playlist. Whereas back in the day, you had to buy all of the CDs, all of the albums. You had to burn them to your computer. That process probably took like 4 days. Then once you've done that, it didn't burn with the track listing. You had to match the CD disc. You look at the booklet in the disc and you say, okay, cool, track 4 is what I like. You drag that to a different folder. And you don't even drag it. You have to copy and paste it because if you drag it, now your folder of tracks is missing a track. This is back in the day, by the way. So it's copy and pasting. Then you create a whole new playlist of tracks and it had to be under, I think, is it 500 megabytes or 650? Can't remember the correct number. It had to be, the file size had to be under that. Then you would use another program to burn all of these tracks to a CD. And then you have to get a Sharpie pen and then write, this is mix, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe if you was patient enough, because my auntie used to do this. My auntie is the one that introduced me to R&B and slow jams. Big up my auntie. And she used to take time. Her handwriting was fucking beautiful as well. And she used to write Ja Rule 1 and then the track name. Number 2, Avant, track name. Number 3, Ashanti. She used to do that with every single. Her booklet was big. She had like 200 CDs, and she was handwriting the track listings. And me, as the troublesome child, I used to steal CD. You know, you just flip the booklet. I'm on page 40. Take out one CD, listen to it, a few tracks that I like, then I'd burn it off when I could. Oh, it was a mad thing back in the day. Whereas now, you can just add from playlist on Spotify. It's so easy. So even the way we used to consume, even the way we consume music, isn't the same because it's so fast. You can just skip a track, whereas we couldn't do that back in the day. Unless if you didn't have the CD, you weren't listening to the song. You couldn't go on YouTube. There was no YouTube then. Do you know what I mean? That you just had to listen to the CD. So I think that even just the love and the feeling that we have towards music from that era is different because of the way we experienced it and consumed it, as opposed to now. You lot asking me about Drake's album. It's been out for, 2 weeks now. Guarantee some of you lot just skimmed it. Whereas back in the day, you couldn't skim it. You would listen to it. I don't like this track. I like this track. And the opportunity for you to even listen to the track again. If your Walkman weren't charged, where are you listening to the song? Where in the house? You didn't have the freedom. You didn't have your own bedroom. Do you know what I'm saying? So even that, you didn't have cars. We weren't driving. Couldn't go to your brethren's house and listen to it. Couldn't go to the studio. So I'm going in right now, but it's deep, man. It goes deep. It goes deep. It goes deep. Tazer, can you help a young boy with some strong game you learnt through your years of mastering chatting to gal? This ain't one of them gurus that are gonna teach you how to get better women. Allow me. It's 2026. There's 10 years worth of content for you to listen through. 3 shots and gauge, take notes. You know what I'm saying? Get a notebook and pen and write. You know what I'm saying? But quickly, I think the easiest thing is just have conversations. And the end goal doesn't need to be a date or a link or her coming to your yard or you going to her yard. Just have a conversation. At the end of the conversation, I enjoyed this conversation. Nice to meet you. And keep it moving. If she wants to continue talking, she will let you know. If not, move on. And I think the more you do that, the more you get better at having conversations with people. And it won't just help you with talking to gal. It will help you with talking to people in general, across the board. No one ever messages in here and asks, how could you help me to speak to a venue, to get the venue? Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same way. It's the same type of confidence you have to ooze in order to entice this venue owner to do business with you. It's an exchange. But just talk without wanting something. That's the thing. I think that's the part that a lot of people miss out. You don't have to gain anything in this conversation. You can learn something, but you don't have to get a number or a detail. Like, there's people that come up to me at my events. Big Keisha Cole, running, I'm vibesing. Happen to walk past, yo, Tay's gonna grab you for a sec. Pause. I'm talking and it's a business pitch. I'm like, here, you're trying to do Dragons Den in R&B. Oh, come on, man. Oh, anyway. Catty9427 says, what's happening with the Patreon? When's it being released? We're aiming for mid-June. I think we're just trying to figure out how to start. We've done it for so long, we just don't want to start, and it's just half-hearted. But I think one of the ideas I floated is, I think me and Marv go back to basics and kind of reintroduce ourselves. You lot met us 2016, and we just kept the ball rolling ever since. I think Patreon might be for those who really want to deep dive into like me and Marv and go back to asking questions. Also, I think what one piece of content that I've got in mind that's interesting is, because it's been 10 years, there's definitely things that we've said previously that our views have changed today. And I think the whole reintroducing ourselves will allow us to address that and also let you lot know where we are today. So I think it will be like a deeper dive into what we're doing, how we're thinking, our thoughts on certain things. So yeah, we're aiming for mid-June. Hopefully we make it happen. Senor Chiboy says Marvin isn't in London for the parade. Oh yeah. Nah, he must be back. No, he's not. Yeah. That's mad. Arsenal win the league in 22 years and he's not here. That's what I'm saying. And if I got onto him now, he'll be giving me an earbollocking about, oh, I'm a bigger fan than you. Da, da, da. But look, your team won. You're not even here. You're not even here. Look at him. I'm sure he'll go and smoke shisha wherever he is. Zara, how has raising a daughter shaped and changed you as a man and the impact it's had on you as a person? Listen. It's a sick feeling. Like, there's moments where I just sit down and just talk to my daughter, like how I talk to the man then, in regards to like, we just talk. I just give her the space to answer questions. I feel like she's answered it in a particular way, or she doesn't have the knowledge to. We'll explore, we'll expand. I mentioned a couple episodes ago that we was talking about the conversation that they're having in the playground, and the kids are talking about Trump. I was like, what? So I was like, oh, what are they saying, kind of thing? And she was like, yeah, everyone's Team Trump. They think he's funny. They like what he's doing. I'm like, what? So we just kind of sat down on YouTube and was just exploring different, like, people were talking about like the impacts of the war, and we were just getting different perspectives and stuff. And it actually changed her view on how she viewed that whole situation. So now she can go back to school and she can expand on whatever topic that if it comes up again, she can expand. Oh, but I heard this and I saw that. And I don't really like to talk to her like I know everything. I just kind of want to know what she knows, share my perspective, and reach a happy medium. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas I know for parents back in the day, do as you're told, as if like parents were right. You know, now that you're older, you look back and think, I don't think that was the right way. I don't think that was the way you should have done it. Like me personally, I don't think I was ever in a situation where I could speak about how I felt about something. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just, this is how it's done. If it's not done like this, you're in trouble. It's a bit like, it was a bit rigid, whereas I think the kids of today have a lot more space. I saw a video where the child was getting told off by the parent about something they did in school, and the child's response was, but if I tell the teacher that you did this, you're the one that's going to get in trouble. You think I'm going to say that to my mum? You think I'm going to say to my mum that I was going to report her at school? I wouldn't know where I'm sleeping that night. It wouldn't be in the house. Tell you that for free. But yeah, moving on. Do you still have the CMOS discount code? I'll need to get back to you on that one. Are you famous enough to be on the Raya app? I don't know. I wouldn't be. I don't think I want to be on any apps. I wasn't really on any dating apps. I joined Hinge for like 2 days. It wasn't for me. Again, I'm old school. I prefer to meet people in person and have a conversation that way, as opposed to the whole DMing stuff. As much as I don't like even speaking on the phone, but again, I think it's because it's random. It's like when you meet someone new and you're trying to figure out whether you have the same sense of humor, whether you look like the same movies and all of that stuff. I think that element of small talk that bores me. I think it's just something that we should just land into. I don't want to be texting you, what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food. That bores me. So when I look at dating apps, that's what it seems as if it is, until you meet each other, and then you can go get a totally different vibe. So it's like we wasted all of this energy and time for us to meet and it be a totally different vibe. Like there's some people that like dark humor when you send them reels, for example. But then you say the joke in front of them, they're looking at you sideways. It's like, I thought you liked dark humor. Now I've gone too far. So yeah, I'm a more in-person, face-to-face type person than to be on apps and meeting new people. At one point, you could only burn 3 tracks only. Yeah, we suffered, man. We suffered. Do you listen to Tyler? Not really. I wouldn't say I'm rushing to go and listen to Tyler's latest song, but if it comes on in the club and their vibes in, I mean, this is the thing about, again, going back to Drake's album, yeah. So I'm a big Drake fan. I think you lot already know. I do think he does a bit of corny stuff, but that doesn't affect his music. I just think musically he's insane, but sometimes he does a bit of corny stuff, cool, whatever. But in regards to Drake's music, there's Drake, you have to listen to it in the car. There's some Drake songs you have to listen to in the car. Some Drake songs you have to listen to when you're with a girl, or if you're feeling emotional about a girl. There's some you have to listen to it in a club, some day party, barbecue. You're on a holiday. There's some March Madness. I'll give you an example. Future March Madness. When I first heard that song, I was like, what is this song, man? Whatever. Then I went to a festival in Amsterdam with my boy. And it was the same festival where Chris Brown done that infamous backflip where he's dancing on stage with Amarian. I know you lot have seen the clip. It's gone viral multiple times. That event, I was there. It was a festival in Amsterdam called, I think it was called Oh My at the time. Someone that I follow posted a flyer, said, what? This can't be real. So I did some research, found out it could be real. I didn't believe it. The lineup had Chris Brown, French Montana, Tyga, Amarian, I think August Alsina, and then a couple local Dutch performers. So that lineup at the time was like, I was like, Chris Brown in Amsterdam? I didn't believe it. I just thought, I'm going to buy my ticket. I'm not going to tell too many people because in case it's not real, I don't want that on my name. And that was at the time where Faded was at its peak. So if I'm announcing an event or I'm going to an event, a lot of people are messaging me like, yo, what's this about? Tell me more. So I didn't really tell many people. Just told one of my boys and we went. And it wasn't even in Amsterdam. It was like further out. Like you go to Amsterdam, but then you have to get a train for like an hour and a bit to the site. So it didn't seem believable. But when we got there, oh my God. One of the best festivals I've been to. And that was the day that Chris Brown played Future March Madness. I didn't even know that's what I was listening to at the time. But the way Chris Brown was dancing to this song, I started liking the song. Then when I came home, I was like, oh, what song was that? It was Future March Madness. I was like, I've heard this song. Why didn't I? But again, you just got to be in a certain setting to kind of fall in love with a song. I know it sounds mad. I fell in love with the song because Chris Brown did a backflip to it. But that backflip that he did, he landed on... go on YouTube right now and search it. Chris Brown backflip Future Madness. And you lot will see what I'm saying. I was there. That's a moment I could... Yeah. You know what I mean? Marv's in the chatting shit. I'm not a fan like you. I'll be honest. You're a glazer, bro. You a Drake glazer, bro. I ain't subscribed to that one. I'm not part of that membership, bro. I'm the tier below. You know what I mean? About man's in the chat telling me I ain't no fan. Anyway. My favorite episode is when with Free Shots is when Margs was on. Please bring him on whenever you can. And Sly, let me phone Sly actually, because I did actually message Sly to come on. A man was complaining about the weather. Yeah, let me ring him and just give him a quick feature. Yo, you're live on Free Shots right now. There's people in the chat saying, yo, where's Sly Sterling?
But I was on a roll, man. But blood, that place hot, man.
It's not hot though. There's aircon in there. What are you talking about, bro?
But then why do you tell me that, bro?
What? Anyway, just a quick question, yeah. How do you feel about Arsenal winning the league?
Fuck Arsenal.
What, you don't want to credit them just for winning the league? I don't get it.
No, now I'll be real with you. Everyone else didn't do their job.
Everyone else didn't.
Easy league. Yeah, they won an easy league this year, bro.
Yeah, but they won the league. You can't just say congratulations.
Yeah. Nah, I did. I only said it to certain man, like a couple of men that I spoke to privately that are Arsenal fans that are cool. I spoke to them. I said, you know what? Well done. You lot played the best. You deserve it. All the other people that shout me randomly in my DMs saying I'm bold, I'm this, I'm that, I will never congratulate them.
So what, are you going to
the parade?
Yeah.
I don't think it's right of me to do such things.
You're not going for the vibe?
Nah, man, I feel like a fake you, bro. It just don't sit right on my morals, bro. I'll be wrong.
Nah, I hear it. I don't think people should go if you're not an Arsenal fan. I think you should just let them have their moment.
You're a Liverpool fan, are you gonna go?
I'm not part of that membership, bro. I'm just here below.
What, you gonna go?
Am I gonna go to the what? The parade? The man them are trying to book me to make it seem as if like I'm there as a booking, because obviously I bring my camera and stuff. But
I like that.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't think
that makes sense.
I can't go.
I'm just gonna come as your security.
No, I can't go because I got R&B that day in Brum.
Jesus.
Sold out. Just saying.
R&B, bruv.
It's work. You know when people say that like they don't work. Okay, you see when people say that, yeah. That's like me saying, "Oh, you're always going to work, man. Working your 9 to 5." I would never say that. You're going to work. It's like with my work, I enjoy it.
I'm just saying, flipping. I was like every day there's an R&B where
brother, money. But listen, you have to jug, man. Nah, it's not about the money. It's not about the money have needed to be made. It's people want to sing tune. You've been there. You see how gal are rolling their eyes when they want to sing. You know what I'm saying? So let me just provide the vibes.
I hate when I go R&B and girls start singing and look at me in my eye, bro. It makes you feel mad.
Yeah, but you're a married man. That's why you need to go home.
Yeah, bro. It makes you feel awkward, bro. So I look on the floor and that, bro.
Nah, I hear it. But I'm going to shout you after. Then let me finish and wrap up.
Where's Marv?
He's in LA, shaking bum or something.
What, you went up?
Nah, I'm one up, man. I told you.
See if you told me he's one up, I would have come.
Nah, it's calm. The thing is, I've always wanted to. Pause. But I've always wanted to do one up just to see if I can do it, and I'm fine. There's like 172 people in the live with me. I'm calm, man.
That's whack. Normally, bro. Normally, it's like a 4 bills, man.
Yeah, when you're here, that's what I'm saying. You're the star, bro.
Man. But I would have bought the Ace of Spades. I got that in the fridge.
That's an Ace of Spades, yeah.
I'm on a forward still, man. It's the weather. I can't handle this thing, man. I'm bugging out, bro.
Nah, it's too hot. It is too hot. But apparently, it's gonna cool down. We need it hot on the weekend, and then after it can cool down.
And you know, when you're done, shout me as well.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, love, man.
Love. All right, there you go. That's your boy Sly Sterling. Sly Sterling. See, look, he jumped in. I put him on the mic, and all 10 people jumped in. As the girls are looking at Sly in his eye because he can't sing. Marv said that's like Take My Breath Away. When I watched Top Gun, it made the song way better. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. You lot need to did you catch Drake at Wireless? Nah, but I went to, when Drake did, I think it was Hammersmith Apollo, I went to all 3 dates. Rest in peace, Black the Ripper. He's the one that hooked me up with the tickets. Couple people got caught with fake ones though. Oh, that day was dark. Imagine someone bought a ticket, yeah, and print. But these are the days where you had to print out tickets. This is why I think a lot of ticketing sites pushed for QR codes, so you had to scan it on your phone. Because back in the day, you had to print it out. One guy went to the local internet cafe and photocopied like maybe 400 copies and was flogging them. Someone went there early and obviously scanned their ticket, which meant the other 399 people that bought those tickets. Oh, it was a dark day. Hey, I can't lie. When I heard that, I was like, why didn't I do that? Huh? I'm joking. But yeah, the ticket tout thing is dead, man. Even with like events today, we try to stress to people that please do not buy resellers. Do not buy tickets from resellers because a lot of the time you're going to get bumped. You're buying either a ticket that they're not planning to... Basically, you're buying the ticket that they're saying they're selling, but they're still using it. You know what I'm saying? But there are some websites where once you forward the ticket onto the person you're selling it to, you don't have the ticket anymore. So those ticketing sites are what we kind of like to use for the big events. But I remember those days, man. If you didn't get to the event early as well, now you have to try buy tickets from a ticket tout that's outside, and he's selling it at a premium. Bad days, man. Any other questions? I'm going to come off the live in about 15 minutes. I'm going to head home. Rival fans going to an Arsenal parade is weird. I would never go to a United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham parade. Yes, Marv. I mentioned that previously. I was like, those people that are looking to gate crash you lot's thing, I personally think is dead. Dead. Like, that is dead, man. Like, if Marv was here and Marv was going to the parade, I could roll with Marv. I could roll with Miles. I could roll with Specs, PK, like my brethren who are Arsenal fans. And I'm with my brethren in it. I wouldn't go there and try to do like main character syndrome and just like, oh, you lot are shit, you lot are dead, and do that at the parade where they've won. It don't make no sense. All these people online that are making it seem is like, I really think you lot should reevaluate your motive on that Sunday. Like, it's gonna be hot, yes, it's gonna be a vibe, but it's not carnival. It's not. Leave it to the Arsenal fans. It's just a Sunday. Let them have it, celebrate, and then Monday we'll go do another one. Like, let's not do that, man. Like, allow it, man. Let them do their thing. People that pull up on... If anyone goes there wearing a United or Arsenal, Tottenham kit, you're just an attention seeker, man. Attention seeker, man. I'll be honest with you. Big up Tyreek, by the way. Yes, big up Tyreek. I clocked that he was streaming at R&B in Marbella. He's over there doing a mad thing right now. Big up Tariq, man. Doing his thing. But yeah, I had other things I wanted to talk about. Yeah, Twitter. So I read one of them. So yeah, so let me know in the chat. Press 3 if you're for AI, and press 7 if you're anti-AI. When I say anti-AI, I don't mean like, we shouldn't have AI. I just think at the speed in which they're developing these products that are going to use AI, I think we need to cool down. I'm seeing videos of these robots that are working in like Amazon warehouses. Like, what? Like, do you think I want to go to Tesco and buck a robot? Yo, big man, what aisle are we going? What aisle do I need to go to see the ketchup? And a robot's chatting to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. And a lot of it feels as if it's not done for convenience. It's more done so people aren't working there, because it still costs money to operate these robots, no? So whatever salary you've removed from a person and given to a robot, do we need to? I don't know. Are you lot getting into those selfless driving cars? Are you lot letting AI take you to your destination? Let me know. Would you lot be happy to call an Uber? It turns up outside your house and there's no driver. You hopping in, going to your destination? I'm intrigued. Like, what are we doing here? Could a robot deliver your food to your yard? Like, what's going on? I don't know, man. I've watched Black Mirror. It's scary. Would you ever do streaming? I think it's the kind of streaming. Like, what would I stream? Like, if I'm listening to... I can't lie. The one thing I would love to do is music. Like, if I could have, like, a music show where I play music, like my taste in music. This is music that I've listened to, or I'm currently listening to 100%. I just feel like you just get strikes on YouTube. Also, how are these DJs getting away with playing mixes? Is it a thing where they got a YouTube account where they're not monetizing the content? Because if that's the case, I would do that. I don't mind. But I like the element of like having like a radio style show, but visually. Something I need to look into. But yeah. Next question. Yeah, so someone said yes, team AI. A lot of people saying no. Right, Marvin, love it AI, boy. What are you using AI for? By the way, one of my friends, not Marvin, they have what did they call it again? Basically, they have like an advanced kettle. So like in their car, their kettle is connected to their Wi-Fi. So essentially the cloud. So in their car, as they're driving home, they can say, "Hey Siri," and for some reason it connects to their kettle at home, and they can like boil the kettle, so the kettle is hot by the time they arrive home. I think he's definitely going to be team AI. You could just wake up and just, you see, like Iron Man, where Jarvis said, "Oh, Jarvis, do this and do that." I think that's what people think they're gonna explore and entertain in their yard. But listen, the cameras, I don't know, man. There's bare eyes, big brother thing in your yard. Simply Naomi says, "I'm anti-AI because people are losing their jobs." Yeah, but but it should open up a different. There should be like a different something else that comes out that gives people jobs. So like wherever jobs people are losing due to AI, but there's something else that kind of fills that void, then it wouldn't be an issue. So now AI is just, I think, yeah, the idea that AI is taking away people's jobs, I think is the negative side that I'm not really fond of. But if there was like another industry where people still had jobs or people were still fulfilled in a different aspect, and I wouldn't be so anti AI. But the idea of it like ruining, not to act like I'm team green or whatever, but the idea of it like ruining people's water, like people are turning on their taps in certain parts of America and there's bare brown water coming out because all the fresh water is being used to manage these AI data centers. That's not fair. Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't cool. So that side of stuff I'm not really keen on, but I mean, it is what it is. Is PK Humble coming back on the pod? Yeah, one day. I notice men keep saying love as a farewell to their male counterparts, but they don't even say love as much to their significant others or sisters. I don't understand. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. ATSSD says you should stream Marvin editing a show. People will understand how much effort goes into it. Yeah, that's a potential idea. Molly Moles says, imagine hopping into an Uber and there's no driver and it takes you on the motorway. I'm telling you. But to be fair, those of you that drive, do you ever use cruise control on the motorway? So I can't lie, I've been using it, and you can pick up speed or lower your speed by just pushing buttons, and it feels weird because obviously your foot is still on the brake just in case. But isn't that a similar thing? Technically, the car's driving itself. SH Pike says the fear of jobs isn't that deep. Humans evolve. I mean, that's a very optimistic way of looking at it. I hear it. E-Man says it's not taking away jobs, it's changing jobs. True. Hop on to me says, unpopular opinion, AI is designed to chase your passion instead. I hear it, but I'm telling you, them direct debits come out every month. Every month. R&B AI events soon come. I don't know. Like, all right, let's speculate here, yeah? So imagine a time in the near future, I'm promoting an AI event and you only gain access via a VR headset. Yeah. So you can come to R&B in whatever venue it is. Let's say it's in Ali Pali, for example, but it's only VR headset only. So everyone who has a VR headset logs in and we're there, but everyone's in their yard. So I'm saying some people might have a premium subscription. So maybe, I don't know, they can dress their avatar in a particular way or whatever the case may be. But we're not actually physically there. We're just there in virtual reality. You think we're going to have the same amount of fun as us actually being there? Allow me, man. There's no way. There's no way. Have you seen the news about the new AirPods with cameras in them? Yeah, we just spoke about them previously. It's a mad thing still. How did you meet Marv, Taze, and how did you know it was going to be a genuine connection? Wait, are you asking me how I met Marv, or are you asking how did you meet Marv? How did I meet Marv? Marv is just a funny guy. And I mean that with all respect. Like, the guy is fucking hilarious. Excuse my French, yeah? So we met on socials. I think we had a mutual friend, Rob. And that's how I kind of heard about Marv. I don't know how Marv heard about me, to be fair. But yeah, and then when we used to go out, obviously, I think the man used to do the dirty games we play, sorry. Yeah, and that's how I kind of started seeing Marv about whatever. And then obviously we got into business together doing the pod. And then, yeah, you know when like you're in a room with someone and the chemistry is just there. When me, Marv, and Keith used to link up, the chemistry was just there. Understood his banter, he understood mine. I've met his boys, he's met my boys. Never been a problem. And 10 years down the line now, it's just one of them things where there's even times where we've gone out and I think, I don't know, I can't speak for Marv, but like, you know, like when you go out with a guy you don't really go out with and then you see the way he maneuvers and patterns and you respect it and vice versa. I've never put Marv in a situation where he's had to kind of speak to someone and kind of say, oh, you know, it's just Taze and I've never had to say that about Marv either. So it's like, and the reason why I say that is because there are people who I've crossed paths with where you might decide, yeah, man, so-and-so's rolling, and then you go out and they just start moving mad. Now, man, I'm telling you, brother, when I go out, this guy can't be rolling with, man. If we see him in a dance, yeah, cool, but can't roll with Donny. Do you know what I mean? There's times where we've had to go out and Marvel grab the bill. They say I don't grab the bill, but I believe I do. We look after each other. Do you know what I'm saying? So booking holidays. My only gripe, I've said it multiple times. My only gripe with Marv is his punctuality. You're disrespecting my time. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. The only problem I have with this guy. 9 is 9. To Marv, 9 is, it could be 8:30. It could be 9:30. It could be 10. It's like, brother, come on, you be there. What's going on? Like, booking a flight with Marv, you don't know if Marv's going to make that flight. You genuinely don't know. Anxiety is through the roof. You're sitting at the gate. You don't know where this guy is. And Marv won't call you and say, oh, I'm 30 minutes away. He will call you and say, I'm around the corner. What does that mean? Big man, I'm in Heathrow. Are you in Norfolk or are you in Central? That's two different round the corners, bro. Gotta love that guy, man. Gotta love that guy. AI DJs, you lot are taking the piss. That's another reason why I've done events for years. There's a lot of DJs right now. I've been speaking to DJs. A lot of DJs are tired. A lot of them just don't want to come online and talk about it because they're DJs themselves and they don't want to come across like they're hating on other DJs. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of DJs and you lot are taking the piss out of the craft of DJing just because you want to go viral on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. The raving is not fun with some of you lot on the lineup. You don't know what you're doing, respectfully. I've been doing events for time. I've gone out bare places and sourced DJs. I've heard DJs play and I'm like, you can hear it. And DJs, don't act like I'm alone in this. You lot come out and verify what I'm saying. You lot are scared because you don't want to fuck up your bag. I hear it. But how are you going to nurture the next wave of DJs if you're not telling them how to DJ properly? Come on, man. Make nightlife great again. If you could buy a house anywhere in the world, where would you buy it? I can't lie to you. Australia. Tazer has missed more flights than me, by the way. I don't know how many flights you've missed, so I don't know if that statement is true. But I've missed 2 flights. I missed a flight to Malta when we first went to go view the venue. And Marv knows that day. Let's not even talk about it. That's a conversation for the Patreon. And then I missed a flight to Gothenburg when we had R&B there. So I had to go to Helsinki first and then get a connecting flight back to Gothenburg just to make the event at 7. Bear in mind, I should have been there from the morning. And the reason why I missed both of those flights, I missed my flight to Australia. I woke up late. The reason why I missed all three of those flights, the common denominator is I have moved to the outback in Essex. So when I think a journey is like an hour, really and truly the journey is like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I haven't really gauged how far I am from airports. I've noticed that. I think, oh, I'll be there in 45 minutes, and then I put the postcode in and it's saying an hour 30. So I need to be more mindful about when I'm planning ahead. But those are the reasons why I miss flights. I can actually say it wasn't because I was wasting time or twiddling my thumbs or I didn't pack on time. All of that was fine. One was 'cause I overslept, and the other two, I just got to the airport late because I mistimed how far I actually live. So yeah, Marv, say it ain't true. The name Fade is the test of time. Did you have any other event names before you picked this name? Nah. Faded was always going to be Faded. Big up Matthew Bridgman. Green84 IG says sync button DJs didn't mix on the belt drive turn. Ooh, that might be it, you know. That might be it, you know. Sometimes, you know, you just miss the window of learning something. And now, not saying these new DJs can't be great, but I just think you got to put the hours in, man. And not hours essentially in like, you know, like there's a difference between, I heard this saying once where it was like, you can run in a treadmill, which obviously you're moving, but you're still in the same place. So you could see it as, oh, I'm working bare hard because you've done a lot of work on the treadmill. But in regards to like progression, have you done anything? That's how I feel sometimes with some of these DJs. It's just like there's even, I heard a story one time where a girl got booked for an event, and she, in her mind, because she's got a very big profile on TikTok, in her mind, she's a big deal, which is fine. It's fair for you lot to be delusional, no problem, not hating on it. But when you mention your fees, some people will question why they're paying you X amount because, what, you have a big TikTok. Anyway, she got booked, whatever fee she decided she wanted to get paid, the promoter said, all right, cool, I'll pay. And then she went to the event early. So she witnessed the DJ before her play. And she lost confidence because a lot of the songs that she had in her set, that DJ played. So now she didn't know how to kind of like switch it up, which for me is insane. Because as a DJ, you could have one DJ play hip hop and the following DJ play hip hop, but it's two different eras of hip hop. Do you know what I mean? So how can you now maybe go to an event, this DJ's played J Hus, and now you're frazzled, your set's done. Like you can't just remove the one J Hus track and then fill it in with something else. She said she's not playing. Told the promoter, I'm happy to give you the money back, but I don't think I can play. It's like, 'cause one song. Oh, but again, like when you haven't put in your hours, when I mean hours, I'm not talking about there's hours in regards to learning how to DJ and do what you need to do at home, but there's also putting in hours as in playing in front of a crowd, doing the warm-up set, doing the main set, doing the closing set. Like you have to kind of explore all of it to know what songs might work, what songs might not. Even having an ear for like certain songs that you know will bang. Like you can listen to an album. Like I guarantee when everyone listened to Drake's album, for example, you lot didn't think Shebang will be the one that's going off. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that. When I first heard it, I was like, what's this? Forwarded. Now it's the one that's going off. We played it R&B I think we played it in R&B in Marbella, went off. Played it in Manchester yesterday, went off. That's the hit single for the summer. Do you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. Thought I'd get that one out there. But yeah, DJs, don't leave me hanging, man. Don't make it seem as if you lot are seeing this and Taser's chatting shit. I've spoken to you lot. You lot are tired. Come out and say it, man. Let them know. Because you're still getting booked. I'm still paying DJs to play. You lot are loving it. You're enjoying it. But we need more places. I remember back in the day, there was bare places for people to go and play and learn. There was the city crowd. The city, space. There was the Shoreditch. There was the hood ones. There was the house parties. Like there was bare places for people to be able to go, different arenas to be able to play and kind of nurture their talent. Whereas now, I get it. It's not fair. It's kind of scarce. There's not that many places that you can actually go and just kind of just have fun. You see, like back in the day with grime, for example, yeah, there was sets that you'd go to that were just practice hours. Like this isn't the set I'm going to kind of showcase my talent. I'm just trying to get off some lyrics, figure out which ones I like, and the cadence of how I need to spray some of them and all that stuff. Just practice out. You and your boys just bantering, and we used to do that all the time. Then there'll be a one moment where you get like your version of an Eskimo dance. And this is where you're getting the reloads, where you're going home and letting your man them know, bro, man got 8 reloads. You know what I'm saying? DJs, they don't have that. You have a private studio in certain locations where it's just you and the wall. It's not the same. It's not the same. There you go. Poison's another, that's a good example. Back in the day, youth clubs had decks to learn and do sets on, get grabbed. Yeah, man. I don't think the new gen rave like us. They don't. The new gen want to snap. They'll be on Snap all day like this at the event, singing to the phone. And I guarantee they don't even go home and watch the video back. It's just on their phone. Like, I don't blame them. A lot of them, COVID had an impact. They missed the window of maybe partying. Imagine 2019, you turn 18, you're finally allowed to rave, but it's lockdown. So then 2020, 2021, I think 2022 is when we fully could go outside. You're now 21. You've missed 3 years of going out and mixing with people. You've just been on your phone, just messaging, and yeah, it's techie, man. I don't blame them, but at the same time, it's for us to remind them that, yo, listen, this is how we used to party, you know, and I think this is the best way, easily, in my opinion. Anyway, let's just reminisce, man. Let's just reminisce. Truman Brewery, Brick Lane. What? You know what I'm saying? Them serious Function 1 sound systems. Oh, you're back now?
Yes.
Marv's in the chat, by the way.
Come on.
I don't know if he's still in there, though. But yeah, I've kind of gone through some of the Twitter stuff let me do one more before we lock off the live. Another thing I've bookmarked. Yeah. So Stephen Bartlett, yeah. I saw a clip where Stephen Bartlett was talking about a few glasses ruined the next 3 days of his life. And then people are complaining, saying, bro, it's not everything you need to optimize to be perfect, bro. Like, we're going to have bad days. One glass of wine ruin you podcasting for 3 days. Like, come on, man. But he's probably doing it because he's trying to sell something. Do you know what I mean? But what made me laugh, yeah, is he said something like, it's one of those areas where you don't understand the hidden cost until you really give it up for a while. I stopped drinking at 30 years old. Now I'm 33. When I was 31, I thought I'll have a drink again because I could really test it. I had a year of not drinking and decided to have a drink again. It ruined 3 days of my life. I had a couple glasses of wine, didn't get drunk, but then it ruined my life because of the domino effect it caused. My sleep got worse that night. And because I got worse sleep, I ate poorly the next day because my dopamine system, cortisol system was all messed up. I podcasted worse. I didn't go to the gym. And everyone was just like, bro. And then someone tweeted, say, Dennis Rodman could party in Vegas, take enough cocaine to kill a bear, drink copious amounts of alcohol, and then fly back to an NBA Finals game and still win. But this guy's drank 3 glasses of wine and talking about he can't podcast for 3 days.
That's after he's been off of it, no?
Who?
Dennis
Rodman? Been off of what?
Of drinking wine. He said he gave it up, and then
Yeah.
so that's because it's out of his system. That was in Rodman's system for time. It was in his system the night before.
I hear it, but like, come on, man. A glass of wine ruined your day to the point where you didn't eat properly, didn't pot. Oh man, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. But yeah, so that's one, and then the last one before we lock off the live.
Did you see the interview with Bruno?
Yes, that's literally. Imagine, hey, on the same page. You know?
This is crazy. What is he talking to me about?
So which one are you talking about?
Steve Bartlett.
I think they're just talking about United. United. But what's going viral is so Roy Keane was on the overlap with Ian Wright and Gary Neville, and he was just basically talking about how United is making him cringe how they're celebrating this assist record that Bruno has achieved, yeah. And he's like, this can't be the be all and end all of our club. Like, what's going on? Like, even the assist, he was like, the goal that
Last
dog
one,
who
yeah,
scored,
yeah,
everyone's ran to Bruno. He's not even a goal scorer.
yeah.
But I think he misunderstood what Bruno said in the interview. Bruno said, there's times where I could have shot there's times where I could have passed and I took the shot, something like that. Anyway, but it led to a wider conversation where it was like, this wasn't a thing back in the day. No one said David Beckham and named his assists. That wasn't a thing. We didn't talk about assists. You either scored or you didn't. Do you know what I mean? So he's just like, today's the attitude that his club has, as in United, he said it makes him cringe. It's like, what are we doing here? If we're not going to win the league, if this is the attitude that we have, like we're celebrating a man breaking the assist record. He said, if you just play well, these things will get broken. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to score goals. Someone has to make the pass. So why is it a thing that we're celebrating this? So United's season, we're not talking about finishing third. We're talking about Bruno breaking an assist. But Roy Keane is that old uncle in it from the old school. He doesn't want to change, you can tell. But then
Don't you think what he says has merit?
Roy Keane.
United didn't used to be like this.
Yeah,
They used to focus on being champions.
But I just did a whole 15, maybe 10, 15 minutes talking about like the way music is played in clubs and DJs, and I'm speaking as an old guy because I don't like the way the new guys party. I don't think it's fun.
No, how did
They think it's fun, but a lot of the DJs nowadays, I don't think they're like sick DJs or anything like that. I just think people want somewhere to go. This is the place to go, so they go. But whether they're having a good time or not, I don't think they even know what a good time is because they haven't been to like a faded.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like gone to the city where you had to wear hard shoes and you've been partying so hard you forget you're even wearing shoes. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's how he feels about football. Where it's like we're going outside and it's a team effort. Like everyone is playing for each other, not this guy's just angry at that guy because he didn't score the pass because you want the assist. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. He was getting onto like how flary I guess Bruno is in regards to like the pass. So he's talking about one particular incident where he passed the ball to Mbeumo and Mbeumo missed, and then Bruno got mad, and he's like, "You're only mad because you didn't get the assist. You're not even mad that he didn't score." Kind of like all of that. So
Just now as you were talking, you said that Steve Bartlett, he said he couldn't even podcast properly, right?
yeah.
So it had me thinking, what for you is a good podcast session?
So in regards to the way Stephen Bartlett,
What about Steve Bartlett now?
Oh.
This is 3 shots, Tazer.
it depends what we're doing. For me, the main
Has it changed over the years?
kinda because when people ask me now like what's your podcast, I just say it's me and my boy just chatting, just like therapy for us. So we just talk about stuff that's on our mind. We get to expand, give pushback, offer different perspectives. I'm not exactly trying to land a point. I'm just throwing it out there and just hearing different perspectives, having a conversation essentially. Conversations that we have on the phone. Like if I was someone that didn't speak, then I would probably find podcasting hard because I'm not someone who speaks like that. But I am someone who speaks, especially when I'm comfortable. But I also said that someone asked a question where they said, would you sit down with Drake? And I was like, yeah, but no. Because the questions I have for Drake, I don't think I have the credentials to ask him those questions and get the answer I want. I'd rather Drake put a camera up and maybe sat with his brethren and allowed his brethren to ask him, so how did you really feel when you heard Kendrick Not Like Us? And him answer, not give us this media, PR trained answer. Genuinely, I was just speaking to your brethren, brother, I was pissed. But you know what? There's some bars there, you know? Like, give me that. Not, we off that. I'm going to go link a babes or go buy bottles in the club. It's like, but, what's your baby mum say? Like, all of that, yeah, cool. But you're hiding behind the paint. You can see it. Me, personally, I can see it. As a fan, I can see it. Because I know where you started. I know where you came from. A lot of people forget. Marv's questioning my Drake fandom here. But Drake entered the scene via Trey Songz. Trey Songz is the one that introduced us to Drake. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've seen this guy from then. Forget Degrassi. I didn't watch Degrassi. I don't know him as that. But in regards to music, he came into the scene with Trey Songz. So he's always been the singing guy. I've always known you were this guy. You sang for girls. This has not changed. You've always kept that. When people are getting on to him today, I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because he's always been that guy. Get on to him about the mob ties. I get that because he didn't have the gangster element back in the day. But when he shows us, when he dives deeper into like his relationship with his dad, you can see he was in the hood then. His mum maybe not, but with his dad. Yeah, so he would have got some of it. Do you know what I mean? Then money buys a lot. You can buy yourself into certain places with money.
It's crazy. I asked you like what makes a good podcast
No, but I'm going.
session, and you've taken me on a mother effing journey.
I'm just
And I
telling
don't
you.
even know if it's gonna get to the place where
No,
it's
it
gonna
is
give me
gonna.
an answer.
My point is that I'm able. For me, podcasting is having these type of conversations. You, Marv will go away. We go and absorb information from wherever we've decided to absorb information, and we come together and we share it.
And it's changed over the years.
Yeah,
What did it used to be? What did you leave the
we just
studio
used to-
thinking? Yeah, that was a good one.
I think the sick podcast for me, in regards to free shots. I'm not talking about podcasting in general. I'm talking about free
just
shots. Is when we come and we just banter. But we've shared a lot. Like maybe someone's listened to it and they figured out. Like I'll give you an example. Me and Marv went to Ibiza for Murky Fest and we bumped into a girl who was upset with us because her boyfriend had listened to the pod, and he valued himself a bit more and realized this isn't the relationship I should be in, and he broke up with her.
He used you as the.
I don't know who the guy is. But the girlfriend was very upset with me and Marv because she was like, he started listening to free shots and all of a sudden he changed. Like he just valued himself more, and I didn't like it. F you guys. But she said it in a playful way. But essentially, he was just looking at it like, I'm not letting you walk over me no more. And he felt empowered by listening to free shots.
Right.
That's nice.
Right.
Stand up for yourself. Stay strong, kings. Do you know what I mean? So for podcasts like, for example, Joe Budden, I listen to Joe Budden for more insight into the industry that I'm fond of but don't know much about. He gives us a different perspective. I think for me, it's just perspectives. So yeah, that for me, I'm able to offer a perspective based on the life that I've lived, and hopefully someone can learn from it. So for me, it's an outlet.
And the poor podcast.
Who's poor podcast?
What would you classify as a poor podcast
Poor?
session? Yeah.
When there's no poor podcast. When there's no chemistry in the room. Let's say we have a guest.
What's the last one that you remember?
Free shots.
I'm only talking about free shots.
Okay. The last free shots episode was probably poor.
Right, there's none.
No, not that there's none. There's been times where I've come in and I've had stuff to talk about. Like I've done research. I've got the laptops there. I've done research, and I go home. I'm like, but I didn't touch on none of this. And I look at it like I can't talk about it next week because some of it is stale. I wouldn't say it was a poor episode though, but it just I didn't get to talk about everything I wanted to talk about. There's some episodes we've done. I wouldn't say it was poor, but maybe we were on a topic for too long. There's times where we're going back and forth for a bit too long.
Do you ever gauge it based on feedback from your audience?
I don't know where the feedback is. I don't look at the comments anymore.
Okay. So what you do isn't even informed by your audience.
I think it's difficult to kind of build something if you're always listening to the audience. No, I think it is.
No, I'm not laughing.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm being
because I
honest with you.
disagree. I'm just thinking, but you don't even check
No, I
to
know.
see
I
what they're
do.
saying.
No, I do.
Because sometimes it might be like, all right, they really like this thing.
No, I get that, but again, I don't want to
do some more with this thing.
But I don't. I remember I said to you the same with Instagram. Like, let's say I post a video of me in the gym, and I post a video of me with my daughter, and I post a video of me with my mum. If my video with my mum gets more traction, that doesn't mean I'm going to post another video with my mum. You know what I'm saying, but I'm seeing people do that. This is the one that's got the most views. They're looking at the analytics. Oh, you lot want more of this. You lot engage with this the most. So I'm going to do more videos of that. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm not an agency.
Question: do you adopt the same principle with R&B and slow jams? You don't give them what it is they want?
No, but you're not getting what you want. You're getting what me and Chucky give you.
And if you've given them something and it's not taken, would you?
Of course, that's different. Obviously.
Why is it different?
Because that's different. I'm providing. Okay, that's like going to the a restaurant and saying, "Brother, you're gonna eat this shepherd's pie." Or I'm a shop that does bagels, and you come for bagels and so, oh, you should do sandwiches. No, we do bagels. Go over there for sandwiches. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, when you do a live show, obviously you're just telling about yourselves, isn't it? And then people would buy the tickets because they're thinking, well, I've spent the entire year listening to you guys. I want to see that in the flesh. Have you ever not look to touch on a topic because you knew it wouldn't bode well with your audience?
Yeah,
How did you gauge that?
I think it's maybe me personally. I don't want to talk about it. I have my own views. I share it amongst my friends, my family. This is my take on certain things. Like I said, I also can do this and phone my friends. So I mean, I don't have to say everything on the pod. I don't feel like I have a responsibility to talk about a lot of these things on the but also on the flip side, as someone who maybe lived in the ends and has grown up in the ends, talking about my experiences and how I navigated the ends might help someone else. Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, prompt the question to me, and then yeah, I'll share. I wouldn't just come out with, oh, by the way, I'm going to talk about living in the ends, because for someone to tell me, yeah, but you're not a bad. I don't need all of that. I'm not trying to prove a point. I'm not trying to win anyone's. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you lot know this is what I decided to do. This is how I've cut through. This information is valuable to you. Cool. If it's not, then we'll move.
It might be interesting to have um, some sort of area, maybe on a Patreon, right, where it is that the audience could basically suggest the type of guest that they would love
Us to
us to
sit
chop
down
it
with.
up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they could be wild guests, mind you, and that could just generate so much wavy
No. I'm interested in that
conversation.
But I did touch on something like that in regards to someone asked in the chat where, how could they get better at having conversations? And I'm, you know me, I'm happy to have conversations with anyone as long as we respect each other. But also that does leave room for. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I want to talk to everyone. Like, I don't care what you're doing. But for the sake of the audience, would I have that conversation? I don't know. I don't.
So pretty much,
Like for example, Marvin suggested guests before, and I've turned around and said no.
Yeah.
I've not said no for the sake of free shots.
Yeah.
I've said no for me.
Yeah.
If Marvin wants to sit down with said guest and talk to them,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no. I was like, don't put it on the channel. No, go ahead, but I'm not coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I have a question, I can throw it to Marv and say, you asked this question. I think the audience might want to know. But there's just some people that I just think like there's so many different platforms. Not everything needs to be on free shots.
So for most part, you like coming here and chatting to Marvin because you get something from it.
Yeah, I know, but also it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's also clocking in.
Okay.
Work-wise, yeah. But at the same time, I'm still having fun.
Like a real life, real time. Was it not diary? What do the women
Journal.
use? Journal. Yeah. So you're journaling.
Basically, like when
Right.
the idea of me coming in doing it by myself, I wasn't. Oh my god, I wasn't looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I didn't arrange a guest. I text Sly and I put it in my group chat. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. Like, oh my god, Marv's not here. I still pulled up and done it.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
fussed
you're
about
also disciplined in that sense. I mean, if it is that you've committed to something, you're gonna still do it.
Yeah.
But what are you committed to if it's not for your audience, not to check in?
It is a check-in
You
with the
don't
audience though.
No, sometimes I ask these questions and it gets to the point where it is that you don't understand the implication of what it is I'm asking. When you say it's not for your audience, so do you care about what your audience say?
No, I'm not saying I don't care about what my audience say. I'm
Just for
saying
them to listen.
no. You're saying the example you gave is, for example,
No bad answers, mind you.
Huh?
I just need the truth. There's no bad answers.
No. I'm saying when you said in regards to like the audience suggesting a guest,
Yeah.
is the audience suggesting a guest that they think is going to be good on free shots, or they're suggesting a guest that's going to like maybe antagonize me and Marv for the sake of content?
Well, in the end, it would just be a case of you can decide what you decide to who you decide to come through with.
Well,
It's not a case where you just accept everything.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, when you're suggesting a guest, if you name the guest, and I'll give you an example. So if you want to throw names and ask me, would you have a conversation with this person? I can say yes or no.
So we just met a clinical psychologist, right?
Yeah.
It could be that. They could say, we would love to have you sit down with a clinical psychologist, a male and a female, a different.
Yeah, I would
junctures.
entertain that.
That would be sick.
But they will read us.
How do you know? How do you know you won't read them?
No. I want that.
Oh, you want that?
Do you know why? Because,
Come on.
For example, when me and Marv are going back and forth, yeah, and then I'll say something and he will contest me. I do like when there's someone else in the room.
And see it too, and then like
From a different
this is what you
perspective,
said.
because it's not me. I'm not, because he might see it as, oh, because it's you. No.
Okay.
Same vice versa with me. If I'm
Okay.
saying something wrong, then let me know I'm saying something wrong.
Yeah.
We might have a someone here says, Marv, you're an avoidant. Taser, you're an avoidant. And I'm like, oh, bro, I swear. Why would you say that?
Mm.
And then let me know. Let
Mm.
the listeners know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Read, man.
Are you sure you're ready for that though?
Why would I not be
Are
ready?
you sure you're ready for a mirror to be held up to yourself?
What? Because you think I'm going to hear something I don't want to hear?
I'm not saying that, but that's the way your mind went. That's good.
I know because
That's good.
because a lot of the times, a lot of people like. I'll give you an example. I feel like the reason why there's a lot of content online in regards to like. I was talking to someone about this the other day. I can't remember how I worded it. But I was like, there's a lot of things that you see this like whole manosphere and
Mm.
a lot of men are insecure,
Mm.
but they don't come online and say they're insecure
Mm.
because I guess they think it's weak,
Mm.
come across vulnerable. But even the way that they profile, the way they move, you just look like someone that's vulnerable and insecure.
All right.
You do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
someone that's secure, you do because of the
Yeah.
way you carry yourself, the way you're quick to anger.
Mm.
Like so me and Mark had this conversation all the time. I say men are emotional. Like nah, women are more emotional. I'm like, how? I think humans in general are emotional,
Yeah.
but the way men showcase their emotions, we don't see that as emotional. Bro, someone said something that offended you. Now you want to beat them up. That's an emotion. You're emotional. You know what I'm saying? So if someone held the mirror and showed a lot of these men that you're emotional or this and that, no, I'm not. But even you saying that's emotion, bro. So I think we do need the mirror held up from time to time, and if someone needs to do it to me, hopefully it's done it respectfully, and then maybe I might digest and look within. I don't know, but the conversation needs to be had. Whether it's had on a pod or not, I don't know. That's another thing, because maybe I don't want to be exposed publicly. Could be something that could be done privately. I don't know, but I'm happy to have the conversation and see where it goes. Because remember, I'm not against saying, oh, no, I feel a bit uncomfortable. Now let's move on. I'm not against saying that. Where some people are because the cameras are on. I don't think.
You've had cameras on you for your entire life, so. Cameras where on me?
I say it to my mum. My mum says we talk. My mum watches the lives in it. She's just like, she'll say,
Hello,
bro,
mummy.
the way you like. She says I never shy away from answering a question, but the way I answer the question, she's just at home proud. She's like, it's my son.
Okay.
And that's not me pretending. Like,
Yeah.
you've asked me a question, I've answered the question. If I don't know something, I'll happily say I don't know. So if we sit down with a clinical psychologist and she tells me certain things, I might be like, okay, I mean, all right. And what can I do to better myself? Or maybe, do you know, I'm okay with how it is right now. Maybe later on in life, I might look to better that. But I think it'll be interesting because they might now expose maybe the way we have dealt with women, dealt with our friends, currently dealing with them there's a reason behind it. Yeah, why not? We'll see how it goes.
Can you remember last time you were depressed?
Can I remember the last time I was depressed?
Yeah, you had a bout of depression.
I've never said I was depressed. But life does weigh heavy on my shoulders.
Like I can't even contain that one.
There's times I'm sitting in my house, I'm like, and it's not even like it's just life. Like there's certain things that I do think, why is this? Why do I need to sort this out? But then I'm the one that needs to sort it out, so I just get up and do it. I'm a very just, all right, cool, and just do it.
Do you think you can afford to be depressed?
I can afford to be. What does that? I don't know.
If it is that you're depressed, everything shuts down.
Wait, is it because you think I'm doing a lot?
No, I'm saying whatever's on your shoulders. Can you even take a moment to even let the world just cripple you and crumble you? It's
man.
It's not a good thing, mind you.
No. I think a lot of people will be affected, man.
Okay.
And I think they'll be worse than if I just pushed on how I do. And I don't want that. I don't want to see that. But I do know that, boy, the inevitable can happen. It can happen. I've had. I don't want to say this on the mic here, but there's a conversation I had with my sister, and I know it got my sister emotional. But I was like, listen, we've got to be realistic in it. And when I think back here, I think it was a bit deep, but someone's got to say it sometimes, man. But I do believe that it's coming from a place of love. Remember, and again, another thing that I've realised, I've said this on the pod before, yeah? I think we got sold this idea that we should have bare friends. So you just spread yourself thin across bare people. Like, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You should have a close network, and then you pour yourself into those people, and they pour into you. I can't be the best person I want to be and have the impact I want to have if I'm not fulfilled in my... Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to make everybody smile. If I can't even look after the ones around... Like, do you know what I mean? It starts with the ones around me, and then it... But for some people, it might be different. But for me, I believe in looking after those that are close to me first, and then we can work out everyone else.
Sometimes I wonder if I could even get depressed.
I mean, you have a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah, but I don't think I've got the constitution to even allow sadness to basically...
So how do you avoid it? Like, if something's made you sad, do you feel sad and then just brush it off, or do you just...
I'm even trying to remember, right? So, football, right? How I position footballers is they don't know me. So why would I get so,
angry
at anything that they do?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Going back to what we said earlier, yeah? When we're talking about content. So the way people react to football,
yes.
Do you believe that's a genuine reaction, or do you believe they put it on for the camera because they
Depends. I've seen and I believe that some of them are genuine. like
I've never put my hands on my head when someone's missed a goal. That's never been my body's reaction.
Yeah.
If you do that. You know, like, oh my... Never.
Yeah.
I look at I'm watching the TV's there, bro. That's it. But
that could just be like a manner of expression that you are not familiar with. Maybe it's
the
because...
table and nearly fuck up shit in my house.
No, that's you started off with hands on head.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying
table.
No, but I'm saying I've seen people flip the table, throw chairs, smash the screen because they missed a goal.
All right, so just so you're aware how my brain works, right? When you introduce something to me, I focus on that. If you move on and don't tell me...
Oh yeah, sorry. Marv's talking to you in the chat.
Let's see.
Just so we're aware.
We can't mix up the man that have anger problems with the general population of men. Is this for me? Really? We know they have issues. Are you sure it's for me? Have you distracted me?
Sorry. Go on. We're talking about emotions. I mentioned man throwing their hands on their head and then flipping tables.
Yes.
I moved a bit.
So,
cool.
When you talk, do you do all of this?
I'm very animated, yeah.
With your hands?
But it's not emotion.
Just forget about emotion.
Okay, sorry.
Right? Are you expressive with your hands?
Yeah.
Right? You can paint a picture. When you're telling a story, you're all of this, right?
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, I should expect you to be mobile. If it is you're passionate about your football team, mind you, right? You should be moving at some point. Whether it's right? If you're not, I have to question whether it is that you're really in it.
Okay, but I think what I was talking about when we go back to what we were talking about earlier, it was in regards to those who are acting up for the camera.
So that's where we've started.
Yeah.
So some I do believe they're acting. Some I do believe that they've dialed up this particular content, knowing full well it will garner what they need to get to garner. I don't watch content like that.
No, but I'm saying if someone came here and was that type of polarizing person where I can see they're trying to rage bait me and Marv.
I take that as a challenge.
I'm not entertaining.
I take that as a challenge. So if somebody comes into that, I will look to basically try and grab something else from them that people don't expect.
No, yeah, but you like that.
100%.
If I'm in the mood for it, let's say me and Marvin, okay, we're going to do tag team now. D-Lo, Brown and Bubba, whatever. Let's do that. We're on the same page. This person, we're getting them out of it. Like that. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm saying if it's just the thing where it's like... Because I've been on a pod before, yeah, and I'm not going to say which pod it was, but when I got there, it was cool. But then there was one person that was just like, well, you have an agenda. I just addressed it on the pod.
Yeah.
there was loads of them. I said, but what's the problem?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't believe what you're saying. I said, but you don't know me from anywhere.
Yeah.
So what is it you don't believe? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I said, the only thing we can do right now is you can take my word.
Yeah.
Unless you have evidence where I'm lying, but we have to move on, bro.
Yeah.
And then when I said that, the rest of the boys was like, yeah, you know, yeah, he's kind of right, you know, because unless you're gonna present evidence, you can't keep, and you're not gonna keep antagonizing me as if like I'm lying.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like what I'm saying or you don't believe what I'm saying. But we didn't walk the same. We didn't walk in the same shoes. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna tell me what I'm saying is? I don't believe you. What? Why? And he didn't have a. But allow me, bro. So there's people out there that are like that. We had an episode recently where I felt like that was happening.
100%.
And you saw how I handled. That's the same episode. My mum was like, "What's going on, man?" I said, "Listen, it happens, isn't it? Those people are gonna hit you in life, but at the end of the day, it's how you hit back." And I think I handled that one very well, considering. So where's this going?
Like somehow, right? There are days when it is, I'm like, all right, all these people are strangers. But at this point, you don't have strangers tuning in every week. You have loyal, I wouldn't even say fans. I would say like family members, to be honest. Your community is an extension, especially seen as they are with you every single week at the same time. Do you understand? And I have in my mind, all right, if you have taken time out to watch me, to listen to me, I'm doing something for your well-being.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So let me, whatever, I'm going to distract you for 2 hours. Cool. Let that be the most entertaining thing that you can take from the day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because you're going to go to sleep and you're going to feel good and look forward to the next time is that you see me. Yeah.
I think today was nice. I mean, there's 100 and you got up to I think about 180, and all it was just me and you talking.
It was just you. I would wish it was just me, but I would change.
Okay,
Yeah. I wanna spend more time.
They asked questions.
Rattling you guys.
I answered. I expanded on it as well.
Okay.
And they're still here, so I appreciate every single one of you lot, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's even hit 11, and you lot are still here. I know some of you lot got bedtimes, kids to put to bed, and that you probably done it whilst watching it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah. Sometimes they have good things to say and to suggest, like to ignore them completely and say that they don't care.
I didn't say I ignored them completely. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that Brent thing again. Didn't say I ignored them completely. But if someone's consistently saying, "Oh, you lot spoke about Arsenal already," it's like Arsenal play every week. I'm not going to respond to that comment. Is what I'm saying.
I did try to say that we ain't coming for football talk.
Yeah, but in my mind, bruv, football's a big.
Do what you want to do.
I say it to Marv.
Yeah.
Me and Marv, football's a big part of us. So how can you tell us not to talk about football?
Yeah. In that sense, 100%.
Yeah, that's how I look
Ignore
at
the
it.
hell out of them.
That's how I look at
Yeah.
it. But if someone kept commenting, we're not here for football.
Yeah.
All right. We're still going to talk about football. And I feel like for the next 3 months, Marv is going to continue reminding you that Arsenal are the champions. I can't be mad at that.
Did you agree with what Jordan said on the Loose Cannons podcast? I think Made You Think put it up.
Jordan said on Loose
There's a podcast called Loose Cannons.
Yeah.
It's an Arsenal podcast. And a black fella called Jordan on there.
Oh, yeah, I know Jordan. Jordan Barrett.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Jordan.
And he essentially said that Arsenal are the most relevant club in the UK. They may not be the biggest, they may not be the most successful, but they're most relevant because of the black British culture that runs through their DNA. They've been made the culture club.
I can't take that away from him. You see when people talk about culture, let's stop acting as if we don't know what they're saying. Arsenal probably have the most black people supporting them. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Papa Wenger, the blackest white man ever.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bare African.
Come on.
Bare African man came to Arsenal through Wenger, boy.
Come on.
What? Through France? Yeah. Shout out Wenger. But that's basically what everyone's saying. A lot of black people support Arsenal. Yes. I'm not gonna. But do you know? I don't know another white Liverpool fan. The Liverpool fan that I know, they're mostly black. Like, it's just black. If a black person is a white man is not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Do you think, can you imagine a white man say, "Oh, Arsenal's the most country"? By what merit? What metric are you using? But because a black man said it, I know what he's trying to say. Then they throw Ian Wright. Then they throw Thierry Henry. The elephant in the room is black. Let's just say, call a spade a spade. Bare black people support Arsenal, so cultural relevance is there. A lot of you are Jamaican as well. When they did the Jamaican kit, mad thing, because a lot of you are Jamaican. Yes.
But you also went global though. It's like Kenya, Uganda.
No, yeah. Or when the fake Saka was walking down the high road in Kenya.
I didn't see the fix.
Oh yeah, there was a fake Saka walking down, and yeah, there was a mad parade, like thousands of people. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's what it is. Like let's call a spade a spade.
You believe that Arsenal is the most relevant club at this point in time?
Relevant? They're the champions, so yes.
Even before then.
I live in London. Yeah,
Fair.
they're bigger than Tottenham. They're bigger than West Ham. They're bigger than Chelsea. Bigger than Fulham. Like, come on, man. Like, we're not, let's stop being stupid here. They're the most spoken about. The reason why they got the most viewership as well, we're debating this in the group, is because there's a lot of hate watching with Arsenal as well. But again, because some of the fans are annoying. But now you can validate it with, like, I had a free man in Marbella came up to me, was like, oh, I know the conversation straight away. Congratulations, you won the league. They were stuck because they used to arguing. For 6 years, you've been arguing. I get it. Yeah. Then he said something that was criminal. We're going to end the podcast here. He said, Gyökeres is better than Ekitike. Marvin, this is why I need you to bring order to your fan club. Gyökeres is better than Ekitike. Allow me, man. On that note, love you guys. See you next week, man. Don't forget, every episode, Friday, we go live 9 till late, Tuesdays. R&B and Slow Jam celebrating their 4th birthday.
Come on.
This Saturday and this Sunday. Saturday in London, Sunday in Brum. Saturday could be a mad thing if Arsenal win the Champions League. We're showing it. Tickets are online. Go get them. And if they don't, I got bare tequila for you, man, to drown your sorrows. Don't watch nothing. Love.
Peace.